And it has to start with someone. So let it start with you. Because we got to stop these generational curses, y'all. We got to change these bad patterns and ways of living that our generations have incurred. And sometimes this rubs off on everyone, and you see it. We got whole generations with families in prison. You know, we got the grandfather sitting up there with the father, with the dad, and his son coming up next year, you know, for another 10 years. We got generational curses that have broken families for 50, 60 to 100 years or more. It is because we practicing the same patterns. We was taught different, you know what I mean? We was all raised a certain way of life. But people go a different way and we start teaching different things. We got to go back to the times where we can teach our sons, our daughters, different things out here for we can all flourish in. It starts from the beginning. Why? Because we are the creators. We are the parents, the guardians that God sent, you know? And we got to lessen our eyes up. It's okay to show your son it's okay to just have one woman. You know, it's okay to show your son the only woman I love is your mother and we married and you should do the same. It's okay to show him a good example on how to treat a woman. Cause he getting that how you treating his mother. And your daughter looking at you the same way, knowing this is how a man should treat me. By the way, my dad treats my mother. We gotta break those curses where we think the streets is the only way to get this money out here. And you teaching your son this, and your grandfather been doing this, and your dad been doing this. And we got people incarcerated 10, 20, 30 damn years. You know, we got people who've been locked up 10, 20, 30 years. And like I said, the whole family's sitting there. But God working on generations. When God go help you and heal you, he ain't gonna just heal you. Because we got families where it's just one good person in the family getting it. You know, my rich aunt. You know, my rich uncle. You know, that's my cousin. But the rest of the family not doing too well. When I tell you God working on generations, God, he's going to work on you, your son, your great-grandson, your grandson. The whole family line is doing good. It's always a bad apple in the batch. That don't mean you ever get rid of the whole batch. That means that bad apple might have to separate. That means that bad apple might need more help. But we are the creators, y'all. We got to help our peoples out here. It's a contagious thing, that crabs in a bucket mentality, you know, when everybody just pulling each other down. And that's what the generational curses are, you know. We got families who don't even like each other. Brothers and sisters who would never talk to each other again. You know, you don't like your mother. You don't like your father. You don't like your cousins. You don't like anyone. And these people don't even talk to each other no more. We got to get this up, y'all. And we got to be born in it. Because some people say they was born in the gang. They was born in the street life. They was born with this hate in them. Because even prejudice and racism stem from hate. People taught these people these behaviors. People taught these people to hate women, to hate men. And that's what we got a whole world living in now. Where women, they don't want to settle down and get married. Some men don't want to get married. You know why? Because she gonna be taking my money. You know, she gonna take everything I got. Crabs in a bucket mentality. You know, people think everybody's just gonna pull them down and grab them out. Because yeah, that's what happens. But we got to stop these generational curses because we need a better way of learning out here. God working on generations and making everybody better. So just don't set plans out for your son, because he got to set plans out for his life after that too. We got families where everybody's in the family doing good. And that's what I mean by God working on generations. I call these 100-year-old prayers, you know, with a great grandma doing well, the grandma doing well. Your mother was a good woman. You know what I'm saying? You a good mother. And look at your kids. You see what I'm saying? That's a whole generation God that worked on to heal. That don't mean everybody perfect, but God put it in them to be effective out here. They ain't got bad patterns. They all stick together. Those bad ways and bad morals and ethics, they don't see it like that. These people don't compete with each other. This is a real family, you know? And we ain't got many of those, you know? We ain't got many families sometimes who stick with each other. Like I said, people hate their own people. They hate their own brothers and sisters. They hate their mother. They talk bad about their fathers, you know? So how long does that go on? That's the same behavior you can pass down to your children. You didn't taught your son that don't like women, and you know women did this to me, and you didn't told him how to be a player and get you 2, 3, 4 women, and what has that led people to? A lot of these so-called players and who thought they was pimps sitting in the child support line, sitting there being a deadbeat now. You know what I'm saying? And you go keep going along with that, and then what your son gonna do? He might do the same damn thing you do, following your damn footsteps. When God work on generations, he gonna work on footsteps that people go follow in a positive way. Your son see his dad strong, you know. He taking it from you. He get this strength from you. Because God worked on you. He made you the example. He made you sit back. I had conversations with my sons all the time. I know how I feel like to have lust for a woman. You know what I'm saying? To just think you want something. That ain't where it's at. You're getting closer to the devil when you just lusting after a woman because you see her body banging and she thick or whatever not. That's how a lot of these boys get caught up on that child support line in the divorce court. You know, because you got this business relationship going on with this woman. You know, this ain't no union. This ain't no real relationship. This is a man who's trying to control the woman. She don't even got a damn voice with him. That's not the type of woman you want. You want a woman who got a voice. You respect her that she got a voice. You can lead her, you know. She your woman. It's better ways to do that than thinking of being a pimp, trying to be a player. Because that's the role that a lot of people then took out. And you seen it affect generations. We seen generations where it's 3, 4 brothers and they all got killed. They all lost their life in the streets. One of them locked up doing life. A whole generation that just got taken away. I've seen it too many times. That's why I'm sitting here telling my kids, I'm for college. You get me? I'm for trade school. I'm for you opening your business up. I'm not for you going to the streets. My young son, 18, he don't know a damn thing about the streets. As I told him yesterday, you don't even know how to cross both ways still. That's how lost you go get out there thinking you a thug, thinking you a gangster. It's a reason why you never seen me with all these women. There's only women you see me, the woman you see me with is your mother. You never seen me hanging with 20 dudes out there and trying to think I'm a thug and living a thug life. You never seen me put a money phone to my phone and sit there and stunt with jewelry on and try to be a gangster. You see me doing gangster stuff, raising you 24/7, 365. I'm teaching you to go to college. I'm teaching you it's okay to be a virgin, then get married. You know what I'm talking about? And keep one woman with you. A lot of these dudes got caught up doing that player shit and thinking they the man, and they the man. It starts with us, y'all. We can change this up. And it starts with the behaviors. It starts with the ways we teach our children. It starts with you showing your daughter what a real woman is, what a real man is, what to expect with this life. And you see it just trickle it down. You see it trickle down from her mother was a good mom. But their grandma was a good mom too. And their great grandma was a good mom too. And look at the daughter. She on her way, she just got accepted to college now. My homeboy son just got accepted to Yale. One of the biggest schools for geniuses in the world. That's all I can tell you about. Where he majoring, something that I can't never tell you about, something I never know. Look at the whole family though. His dad a good dad though. His wife, she a good woman. But hold up, granddaddy a good dude. But I met the great-granddaddy too. And his mom, and the grandma. And I met cousins, and I met his sisters. The whole family doing okay. The whole family doing just well. Because God works on generations. That's why it's important we keep these prayers up and we keep our kids focused. It's okay to tell your son, if you're struggling, you ain't got to try to be the strong man and just hold this by yourself. It's okay for you to get some counseling, man. It's okay for you to get some help. It's okay for you to open up your mind, man. I used to be the tough guy too and thought I had to be tough and tackle everything on my own too. You know, and that's where a lot of my peoples back then got lost at. Trying to tackle shit by themselves. Trying to carry too much, you know. Not taking their time. You know, spirit of lust. Just out there chasing money, chasing women, and that's all we knew. Somebody gonna have to stop them generational curses. It's gonna have to start with you. We the guardians. We the creators. You gotta teach them how to put it in their mind. We gotta teach them how to expect more. Not to play yourself small. Not to teaching your daughter not to open her legs up to any man out there. It's okay for you to be a square. It's okay for them to think that you a lame. These people falling down the wrong pattern, a bad pattern. I'm not a player, you know. It's okay to teach your son to get married, to go to trade school, to go to college. Because we trying to work on generations. Well, I don't want just one person good, you know. Because I've seen that too many times where it's just only one person good and everybody else doing bad. Nah, make it for your whole bloodline to be infected the good way. Not infected the bad way, and everybody got a virus, and everybody's sick, and everybody hate each other, and we got a bunch of haters running around here. Let's go ahead and strengthen this up, y'all. Do it the right way, and it starts with staying prayed up. Teach your son a praying life. Your daughter, teach them about the Spirit and how God real. Teach them the way we was taught was bullshit. The stuff we was looking for, bullshit. Go the right way, because we breaking those generational curses. That's all I got. Motivation comes in many forms. Lamborghini Lamar.